Hello and welcome in game level design tutorial. Lastly, we have learned how to create and move simple polyhedrons and a bit of complex polyhedrons as well. Right now let's try to build something. And to build something we need even more complex stuff. So click commands and make a prism. And here we can choose the shape and how many polys, walls, faces can have polyhedron that we will create. Because in the complex ones, the most complex is the one with 10 sides. Here we can take something with 20. Oh, it's a bit too much. 24. And here it is, something with 15, and here it is. And we can take something with, let's say 9, because why not? And let's make it. So each one is more or less round-ish. And the amount of roundness, let's say, can be controlled by those numbers, radius of a prism. 2 numbers for an upside and 2 numbers for a downside. So one applies to X, one applies to Z, or it depends in which way we will look at those shapes. Anyway, one size and another size. Let's change 1 to 64 and let's see what will happen then. Ew. Weird. So this size on the bottom side is 64 and this one is 128. Let's make something more roundish and let's make something like 100. The difference will be smaller and easier to spot. So the bottom side is kind of elliptical. It's like an egg shaped or something. The other side is perfectly round. So let's make it the same from both sides. And perfect ellipse. Nice. So let's create something that is weird in every direction. And 160. Yay! In this way we can make really crazy stuff. Almost any shape I can imagine I can create by this thing. And a slant of a prism. Let's create something roundish and give a slant for a prism about 24. I don't know. Yeah, it's tilted, moved. No, too far. Okay. That's for the start. Okay, a very useful tool to create something more complex. Now let's build something. I have few shapes here and there, and to play with them it's the best to use 3D view, like so. Usually I'm using it on the second screen, but right here I have to take into account that I'm trying to create something like a tutorial, so I have to show everything on the one screen. So I can look at this thing, move it around, and let's create some rocks, some boulders. So I will go with this thing here, this one here, This one down. Yes. Ooh, something very random. So many faces was deleted because I have pulled apart too far, and it changed its appearance so much that I've lost few faces, but that's okay. I just want to make few random boulders, and then when I make them, I want to play with them and want to build something. Let's put this here. Okay, moving in the 3D mode is a bit cumbersome, but no software, no program is perfect. So it's a weird experience. But as long as I'm trying to make weird shapes, that's okay. Let's pull this face out. Let's pull this down. Yes. And let's make this like so. Okay. We have more on the other side. Okay, let's turn. Now I can move them here like this, a bit like this. Lose a wall, make it bigger. Yes. Okay. It's a platform. Let's make it like so. And this one, some random moves, because why not? Yes. That's something strange. Take this one, move here and there, and like so. Just play with them. Just try to move them around and see how it all behaves. Just to make few rocks and go up, and something weird happened. Now I have this little shard. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, collection of shapes, but I want to see all of them on my map. This is my point of view, but it's not interesting from the point of view of development. I want to see it in a game to see how big my rocks are and how could I use them. So I have my rocks as an prism with n walls, n number of walls. I want to put all of them in one folder to have control on all of them and to know where they are, because most important thing in a building anything is to have everything sorted out, to have everything clean and in order, because right now I have only few shapes. After a few moments, rocks random, that's how I've made them, random rocks, and I want to apply a texture, because for now this is a default texture. It doesn't look very rocky. So let's try with the environment. And as for now, I'm still playing with the demo version of Quake 2, so I don't have much of a choice, but there is something that looks like rocks, and it is something I will use. Yeah, now it's so much better. So now I want to put all of this in my, let's say, living space. So I have to make my living space bigger. So let's go I have to mark all elements that I want to enlarge. The easiest way is to mark the folder that they are live in. So border walls, I want to enlarge them, and I will use my enlarge tool, which is configured here in the CFG, and it will enlarge everything, or it will shrink everything by factor of 2. So click, clack. Yeah, everything should be inside except this one, because this is the big one. Let's give it here, and everything else is inside. I'm currently hanging in the air. I want to put myself on the ground. Okay, not so bad. Let's see how it looks in the game. Yay! So these are my random rocks. This could be used as a wall or something. This is a random piece. This could be used as a platform, maybe. This one, it's interesting. And okay, few random rocks. What could I build from them? Let's try something. Okay, so this one I would need to put to lay down, to walk on this, and to rotate things. I can use those icons here to rotate around Z, Y, and X axis. Okay, so let's try this. And how much rotation will I get? Well, again, CFG config tool and rotation angle. Let's make it small, like 15 degrees, and let's try rotate this this rock. Let's make a copy. Control C, Control V, and if I go like this, no, like so. Okay, this one looks like something I could walk on. Put it here. Now this one I want to stand up even more. No, Control Z, and put this about here to walk around this. Now this one could be used as a as a wall, maybe. Control C, Control V. I have a copy, and I will put this copy here and tilt a bit in this direction, and like so. Okay, put this in the ground. When figures, polyhedrons, parts overlap, that's not bad. The overlapping part will be removed from the map, so it's better to put one inside the other and to merge them together than to leave a little small gap between them, because the engine of a Quake 2 doesn't like very small gaps and make throw an error. So let's try something with this one. Yeah, Control C, Control V. Into the ground, but let's say here something like this. Again, Control C, Control V. Why I make copies? Well, probably I will use those parts later on, just to rotate Ctrl C, Ctrl V in this direction, and a bit more, and yes, and now to lay it flat like so should be enough. Okay, then put it here. No, again, this is perfect wall, so let's put it here to run around this little shard. I don't like this too much. Let's take it out, and this one, no, go out. And the surface we will walk on should looks like grass, I think. Environment, and or a dirt or a grass. We have grass, nice. And let's make it 1-on-1, because again, if I make it 4-on-4, which means it will be stretched, when I walk on this stretched texture, it will give me impression that I am very, very small, that I am not moving at all almost. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, this grass is obviously stretched too much, so when I go I feel very small. So we will fix this in a moment. This one should go down. We don't like little gaps. I mean, the engine of a Quake 2 doesn't like little gaps here. So I can walk around this, I can jump on this thing, and no, I can't jump from this side, but I can jump from here. So by randomly placing the rocks on the grass, I can create very simple and very basic a map, kind of a labyrinth, a maze, just by playing randomly. Let's use those. This one will go here, this one here, and make it bigger, and turn a little bit, and move down here, and the grass should be should be 1-on-1. Okay. Walls. What do we want to do with walls? Let's make them an environment rocks again. Yeah, kind of. And this one, make it bigger. 1-on-1. Whoa, that's weird. Big boulder here. Let's go down, and yep, it have a character to it. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and let's move it here. Whoa. Something weird happened. It looks, ooh, don't know. Okay, A Quark engine, a Quark editor sometimes can make something, yes, something weird out of nothing. Control C, Control V. Let's play with a copy. I will make all corners less cornery, more random. Let's move it like so, and make a copy, turn like so, and maybe up, you know, and okay, it's interesting. And this one goes here, and that's okay. Let's be sure that all polyhedrons are in a one-on-one texture mode, and how it looks now. Yay! It looks like a map. A bit random. There is a stuff to run around, some place to hide, and that's all we need for now. Something to jump from. Okay, those walls need to be they are stretched, so they have to be what? Shrinked. Textures have to be shrinked to looks a bit more natural. From other hand, it looks huge. From another one, from this point of view, it looks just ugly. And let's make this world less tall. Let's go down to Earth. Yeah, but anyway, I like it. It's good for the start. Okay, so I need to mark walls and reset texture to one-on-one. Now I want the sky to be a bit lower. Yes and no. What I want to do, I want to make the parts of the wall appear as a sky. Whoa. How I'm gonna do this? I'm gonna cut those walls, and with the cutting tool, this one has to be very careful. Why? If I move my line just like this, everything that this line crosses will be cut into pieces, and there is a lot of new pieces right now. I don't like this. Control Z, Control Z. Yeah. To cut something, I have to mark this as a blue, and now it will be cutted only this one thing. And after the cut, I will always go back immediately to rectangular selection of polyhedrons, the first one. Because if I will make one unnecessary move and I will cut something I don't want to, and I may lose this cut, I may not register. It will make a lot of mess. So what have I done? This one is blue. Cut in half. This one cut closer. Cut in half, and this one in half, and go back. Now I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 pieces. I want to make a sky. How it looks now. Yay! The line of the sky is a bit lower and looks more natural, but the central piece is pretty high. Megalithic rock, and it looks quite nice. Of course, we still don't have lights here, so it's a far cry from the perfect map, but for the first try it's not bad. All corners are a bit more natural and more random. I can play more and I can create what's there. Okay, we don't like gaps. There is a little something. Looks okay. What else could we do? Well, we need something more regular, some platforms, right? To jump on, jump from. Let's see what we can do. Everything looks cool. Now, some platforms. Polyhedron, complex, basic, cube platform. Okay, let's use it. And on the level of this rock here, as I remember, I could climb on this one. Yes or no? Hard to say. Something is gonna be like so. Control C, Control V. Like maybe so. And Control C and V. Let's move around our map and let's this one. Okay, let's make a ramp. 15 degrees, so very soft angle, and like so. Oh, I have messed it up. Why? I have all those new polyhedrons flying around with no proper folder. Let's put them in a folder and let's name it platforms. Bam. What else can we do? When I look at my project, I see some shapes covers other shapes. It's going to be messy. In a few moments I'm gonna be lost. So what can I do? Let's make our rocks brown. Right click of a mouse, group color. Let's make them like this one. Okay, I have brown rocks and platforms, group color. Let's make them blue. Deep blue. Yeah, now I can see what I'm doing. Of course, I can always go to the 3D view, let's say, and where is my eye? It's here, up there. And it looks like so. So more or less I can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna be able to walk on. Is it so low? No. Is it? Okay, I should be able to jump on this rock and from this rock on this platform. But this platform doesn't look very compelling to me. Some kind of metal would be nice to use here. Let's try something like Metal. Do we have something metal-ish? Let's try this one. Floor. Green. Kind of. Okay. And this piece in here overlaps with the other one. Okay, so I'm moving like so. Not so good. What can we do about it? Size of a grid. I'm not sure if it is visible, but I have little dots on my screen. Let's make those dots more dense and even more dense. I would suggest never go to grid 1. Only if you have to. Only if you really have to. Grid number 2, it's the smallest size of a grid I would suggest to use, because if I'm gonna use smaller grid and I will create really small gaps, really small faces, or really small pieces, the engine, it's not gonna be happy about it, and it will. This is very small piece, and it is invisible, but for the engine it's there and it has to be processed. So the light has to bounce from this, or some shadow, and the engine of Quake 2 doesn't like this. So let's go for the grid 1 and let's try to put this together. Not possible. So what we're gonna do, I don't like this piece. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use a cut about 2, yeah, 2. Now I just have to remember, this is very hard cut. I just have to remember from what position I'm gonna go. From this dot, go to, okay, somewhere here should be fine, and this one as well. From this dot somewhere here should be fine. Okay, on the same line. Now I can remove this little piece and this little piece, and this one will be a bit longer. I could do it better, but I'm not sure. That's the best I can do for now. So try as hard as you can. But sometimes when you can't, well, few errors here and there, it's unavoidable. Every time you will use some angles different than 90 degrees, and similar every time you will use slopes, there will be a huge chance for an error. Okay, how it looks. A bit too low. I can bounce my head on this, so it has to be higher. Now this connection is almost perfect. Nice. Has no feeling, no jarring, no jumping, no nothing. That's good. And it goes here and here. Nice. So move a bit in this direction and move it a bit higher. Can I jump on this from this rock? Yep, easily. So it can go higher. Go higher! Platform. Let's put this in another folder. Platform 01. Okay. Control C, Control V. Platform 02. Whee! Platform 101 has to go a bit higher and away from the rock. Nice. Platform 02 has to go outside, and we're gonna use a tool for mirroring. 1, 2, 3 icons. Mirror through Z symmetry, Z axis of a symmetry, Y symmetry and X symmetry. Y symmetry. Well, let's use it. That's why. Go back. You can see the shape. It's like a Tetris. I can just move it on the from the right-handed corner. If I go from here, I have to turn right. I can turn it into left-handed corner. What else can I do? Control Z. I can move it from here to here, so from right side to left side, opposite side, and the last mirror, it flips upside down. Am I right? Yeah, it flips upside down. So I can use the same piece, rotate it, and use it again in a different place. So how I'm gonna use it here? And so, and maybe so. Too far from here. Let's see. A bit higher, like so. And if I go there, and if I move this piece here, what's done? This one has to be a bit shorter. So again, a little gap. Oh, I don't like this. So what can I do about it? Should I make a cut? The top part seems to be okay. The bottom part, let's go like so. This one ends here. This one ends here. Good enough. Let's go. Okay. High enough. A bit too far. But this is okay. This height is pretty good. I think that those ramps, those slopes, I have to make them more aggressive, about 30 degrees, because this is too long and this part here is too long as well. I want, or maybe not, maybe this one is okay. Yeah, it could stay like this. What's here? Nothing for now. This one should be more aggressive, I think. In any case, not so bad. By using platforms and random rocks, not so bad at all. I can jump here, I can jump there. Yep, that's nice. So, I want this ramp to be shorter. But how steep can it be before I'm gonna be unable to climb on it? Let's create platform like so, and if I make 45 degrees and not this way, this way, no, this way, yes, 45. This one will be first one from my platform, and let's make 46. And now, so it looks almost the same, but I can climb on 45 degrees here, and I can't climb on 46 degrees. This one point changes it. So this is the one that I could use. This is the steepest option I have available, and I'm gonna use it, or something close to it. But this time I want to connect my horizontal platform with my ramp perfectly. How I'm gonna do this? Let's remove this part and make a copy of this one. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, move it here, and now just drag it down, and this piece, let's cut this little one like so. Now this connection should be perfect, top notch. Now, is it 45 degrees or less? Yes, it is. This is my pilot, and this is less steep, so I'm gonna be able to climb on it. And I will leave this one and that one for a test, and let's go to 16, and our starting point is here, and look this way, and on my right side is the one I can climb on, and on the left side is unclimbable. Is there such a word? Okay, let's go for a test. Yeah, so the right one I can climb, the left one, yeah, not so much. Okay, this ramp is not too far. I can I? No, I can't jump from here. I can go under. Nice. What else can we do? Let's remove those pieces. And last trivia. If I don't have anything marked and I'm gonna create a platform or anything new, cube, whatever, this cube will have a default texture and will appear as a random inassociated piece. So it's just flying atom. But if I mark, let's say, this piece and create something new, it will inherit the texture from this piece and it will appear in the same folder. So it will be like a child for this piece. Like so. This one has a green texture and this one has a default texture. And this one is flying just in a space and this one is in a platform 1. So this is the one thing to remember. If you want to create something that is connected with something else in some way, it should have the same texture or should appear in the same folder. Remember to mark the piece you want to associate with the new one and then create it. Well, there are ways to remember, but it's not hard. In any case, I think that's enough for this time. I have created a few rocks and a few platforms, and in the next we'll try to play with lights maybe, and we're gonna put some weapons on the map so it's gonna be playable. So last time I promised you to show you how to get more textures, maybe some new maps. Well, the answer is play Quake 2 online, connect with some server and just patiently wait until you get more stuff. The best way to do it is to use the special client APRQ2. There is a version 1.211 for now. Why this version of a client for Quake 2? Well, it has built-in HTTP protocol for downloading, and right now I don't know where I am because I'm playing cooperative mode on a map I have never been before. So anyway, we're gonna follow Duke Nukem. He probably knows where to go. So this client is the fastest one if it goes to downloading files from remote servers, and I'm lost. And it comes with a fairly huge pack of new maps already and new textures. So by downloading this client, you automatically will get a lot of new stuff. Yeah, this hatch is open, so can we go in? Yes, no, yeah, jump down. I will put the link in the description below, and probably I will put some more links for texture packs. And the next time I will we've been there. And the next time I will show you how to configure Quark to make them visible. If you're not gonna make it on your own, the next time I will show you how to make this configuration. So, good luck and have some fun. Well, where I am, I don't know. I don't think that they know either. There's something going on here.